Wow.
So technically, I closed my first case before even taking my license.
Good day, guys. Today I'm very excited in our Win Together Achiever series to have with me Shawn Travolta. Oh, no, I mean Shawn Travolta. Yes, okay, and I think, Shawn, you have done an amazing job. Just a mere 5 months with us in SRI, and you have achieved your first coveted Pegasus Award.
Yes.
So tell us a bit about yourself and your journey with us so far.
I actually stepped into this career by accident. My wife was a property agent, and I spent my weekends driving her around as the driver because I was pretty good on the roads and she was on the phone most of the time. So what happened was she was serving a foreign buyer at the time, and I was driving this guy around. And from the conversations I was having with this person, he was looking to buy a property but couldn't find the right one. So since she already told me about this project which was being launched in Bedok Reservoir, right, I just told him, hey, why don't we just go and take a look? It's Saturday after all. You have nothing on today. Let's just go and take an afternoon drive and go and see this property.
Right.
A short drive, and he asked me a few questions because, being in government service, you see master plans, you see maps, you see developments, you have some inkling to what is about to happen there. So I just simply explained to him based on the site plan which they had prepared down there, the developers have done. And before you know it, he wanted to place a check down there.
Wow.
So technically, I closed my first case before even taking my license.
Okay, let's censor that. Thanks. I think that was a very interesting sharing about your background. They always say that very, very good teams are a lot of these husband and wife teams.
Right.
They say behind every successful man is a lady, right?
Oh,
and
definitely.
that's your wife. And
definitely.
I think these kind of successful teams, they work well together. And today, I think, essentially both of you can support each other in a supporting role. So good partnerships is always like that. A good trusted partner, I guess.
I can't thank enough of what she has done for me by introducing me into this career in the first place. Being her driver has taught me many things before I entered the trade. And even right now, while I move on to fight the battle on the ground, there are many things at the back which still needs to be settled, like administration and things like that. And essentially you need a trusted person to watch your back every time.
Yes.
I think that partnership is very crucial, and I can't thank my wife enough for that, actually. She
good.
literally watched my back like a hawk.
That's good.
Yeah.
Watch your back like a hawk. So
Yeah.
even when you go drinking with me, she's gonna watch us, right?
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can share with us, because I think you did very well. I saw you concluding many record deals. I think one was at Symphony Suites, the other one was at Forest, and I think the last one is at Oceanfront, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw you. Your clients actually complimenting you as well, giving a testimony on your.
Yes.
So share a little bit on how did you go through these deals and make them record deals in the market?
I think in Sentosa, what was very interesting was the price. In fact, this client of mine, I know him as my landlord, and subsequently he decided to sell. So he approached me and he told me, look, I am giving this opportunity to sell, but I want a certain price. So I told him, based on the transaction, this is where we are looking at. Even if we were to push the mark a little bit, this is what we are looking at. So he told me, Shawn, you are an agent. I trust you fully. Do your very best and give me your best price. And that was like an open ticket and like a huge responsibility falling on my shoulders. So here I went. I had to do my background very well, and the closing script was very important. You see, many of us, we take on listings and we sell as much as we can, but more than selling, we don't have a closing script. And that's when I realized how powerful a closing script was, because these buyers were locals. And a 3-bedroom, 1776 square feet in Oceanfront had never previously transacted above 3 million.
Yes.
And
this
to
is the
break,
one facing the marina, right?
Yes, Tech 10.
Yes, okay.
Facing the marina.
I still have good memory.
I mean, you are the king down there, That was the reason why I joined you guys.
That's good.
So I had to literally wrench their heart with my closing script, and finally they made the offer.
That's good.
I had the privilege of working with fantastic co-broke agents who were also seeing the same objective, and voila, we closed it.
Okay, thanks for your sharing. It was really, really interesting. I hope that these are not the only 3. There are going to be more records that you're going to set along the way.
I hope
think
to
with
do
your
that.
newfound journey and the momentum that you actually have been generating. This will spur on a lot more closings coming forward.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
So tell us a little bit more. Share with us, because it's not easy. Some people to come from, I believe you were previously from a big agency, a mega
Yep.
agency.
Mega
and why do you choose a boutique agency like SRI? This is something that's very interesting, and I think a lot of people would like to know that.
You know, my oceanfront was actually my landlord, right? When I actually got that, then I realized how small I am in Sentosa, actually. Because when I spoke to my leaders then, and they were like, look, I do this segment of the market, which is the asset progression. I do this, I do that. But no one is targeting this high net worth, highly specialized market like your District 9, 10, 11 bungalows, your GCBs, your Sentosa Cove. There were no specialists down there. And I realized that the guys who do very well down there are from smaller agencies. So what am I missing over here? That really got me thinking. And that's when I started to research, and I realized people like Bruce, who has been very active in the GCB market and Sentosa market, people like Lester, who are like literally, he technically rented the swimming pool during COVID in Sentosa.
Yes, he's known for that.
He's very well known for that.
Yes.
I'm still totally shocked at how that happened.
I think one interesting thing you shared earlier is when you go online and you search on Property Guru.
Exactly. Then
Yes.
you will see, many of these guys who are coming up, they are all from smaller agencies. So something is missing somewhere. So that's when you analyze, and for me, naturally from doing the HDB market and condo market, at some point, I always wanted to take a challenge. I mean, I'm a competitive athlete by nature.
Okay.
I used to compete for Singapore, and
Yes, I saw
always,
you did a course with Harvard Medical.
Yes, as part of that athletic journey, I was offered to do a master's in sports medicine, and
That's
along
nice.
with that, I was offered to do this program in Harvard Medical
So
School.
next time I have a backache, I'll give you a call for a sports massage.
Definitely. Now, the thing is this. I began to realize that if I want to compete at this segment, I must be with the right people. I think that's fundamentally very important.
That's good.
And that's why I started to do a bit of research. And when Amin called me over and said that, hey, I'm joining SRI, you want to come? I was like, what, SRI? Whoa, that's something I was looking at. Then I realized that Lester was behind him. And I was like, whoa, double whammy for me. So now I have the privilege of working with a very specialized group of people who are experts in that field. And I get
And how
direct
about the
access.
tools as well? The tools, I think any of the tools that in SRI that you use to your favor?
Most definitely. I think this is where I need to thank Tony, the management, for delivering this powerful platform called Big Data. Big Data is not just a singular tool. It is a multi-dimensional tool which any real estate agent who come in contact with will be able to sit down and engage a client in multiple conversations without having to bounce from screen to screen. And even recently, I was talking to one of my clients who wants to liquidate his Costa Ru and look for another property. And while he was engaging me on the phone, here I am on Big Data, and I'm telling him, okay, this is what's happening down here, this is the market, this is the pricing for entry. And in your case, what's happening down there, and what kind of values we are looking at. And it was just a matter of 5 minutes.
Yes.
But that 5 minutes is resulting in me tomorrow meeting him for a real conversation.
All the best. So that was going to be another record, right?
I hope to do that, definitely. I don't take a listing without having to deliver the best.
Okay, so I can see why you have joined that division, because finance division, right? They all
Yes.
specialize in the finest things in life. Then subsequently, Spartan. I see you're a warrior, right? And now Unicorn, right? You mentioned,
Yep.
yeah, you are part of the Unicorn. You're leading the Unicorn
Right.
division.
Yes.
Everybody wants to, even in the tech industry, everybody's dream is to be that unicorn. And here you have that name, goes very well hand in hand with the Pegasus. So you see them walking together.
Of course.
So I hope that's something that you bring your team towards doing.
Definitely.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I hope to achieve.
Maybe share a little bit with us, because I noticed that you are very active on social media as well.
Yes.
Share a little bit with us in terms of maybe some tips and tricks in terms of how to make your social media work for you.
I try to make my social media like a snippet into what I do and what drives me forward. And I hope that whatever I put out there benefits people. If they're struggling out there because they are not doing well enough, then they realize that, look, maybe I'm not doing enough. I need to push myself. They find that motivation to do, because at some point in my career, I went through that.
Yeah.
So having to see all this and today benefiting from, it's time to also give back.
It's very good also. I realize your postings on your record deals. Some people say, hey, this guy very howlin, but actually the truth of the matter is that sometimes when I see these deals, when I see this kind of record deals, I'll tell my owner, hey, do you know there's this record deal that happened here? And things like that. It motivates the market. It gives energy to the market. It gives confidence to the market. So I think that's very important. What you're doing is very, very good for the market and your clients as well. And more importantly, one of the posts that always encourages me that I think about the times when I used to do this is when you go and do farming. I realize you do your own farming. You walk the ground.
Yes.
This is something I really respect because it's very important. Once you walk the ground, you understand the space that you're working in. It brings about a lot of value when you get listings there. You know that, hey, I just did farming in these streets. Tomorrow you get a call, hey, the seller is actually coming in from this street.
Right.
So this is very, very nice, something that you're doing.
At the end of the day, as a realtor, your value is that people engagement. When you speak to people, and these are owners now. I like to do walking and knocking on landed doors and all that because they are the owners there. And it also puts me on my feet because as you go along and do this, right, that 2-3 minutes down there, it is your pitch, your elevator pitch. If you can either make it or break it. Yes, for many, they will feel very frightened to do this. But for me, I tell myself that, look, I need this challenge. If you don't do this regularly, you will forever put it off and you're not going to level yourself up. And I think it's that opportunity to deal with different kind of people, deal with different set of questions and improve your skills as you go along also.
Okay, thanks for your sharing, Shawn. Very, very insightful. Well, I guess if you're looking for not just a record-breaking salesperson with big data at his fingertips, and also possibly if you're looking for a leader who walks the talk down on the ground, teaching you all the little tricks on social media as well as getting the listings exclusively and subsequently selling at high prices, well, Shawn may very well be the right salesperson or mentor for you. So with that, thanks a lot for today.
Thank
and
you.
See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.